By the end of today's episode, you'll know the three numbers that every actor should track and how they can help you find out exactly what's holding you back from booking more roles. Welcome to the Actor's Career Compass, where we help aspiring screen actors find high-quality auditions, sign with great agents, and book major roles in legit productions. I'm your host, Martin Benson, and today I'll be covering why knowing your submission to booking ratio is more important than just working harder, the bare minimum numbers every actor should be aiming for, and how to boost your audition and booking rates with a smarter strategy, not just by hustling more. So, if you're submitting all the time and you're still not booking, it's not just bad luck, it's really a numbers game. And if you don't know how to play the game or what the rules are, then of course you're bound to lose. Most actors have no idea what their numbers are. They're submitting for things using online casting sites, or they have an agent who's submitting them, but they haven't really booked much, and they haven't looked into see how often they're actually submitting or what they're being submitted for, and how often those things are turning into auditions. The actors will get discouraged when they're not booking anything or not seeing auditions, and they have no idea why nothing is coming in. So what are the bare minimum numbers? Well, they look like this: 20 to 40 submissions per month, 2 to 4 auditions per month, and 1 booking every 2 to 3 months. Okay? That's minimum. Falling below those numbers means that you're not in a good place. That should be considered a red flag. That means that something in your materials or your targeting or your strategy is off. Okay? It's not just a slow season, right? No matter how busy the industry is, you're going to always feel stuck if you're not hitting those minimum numbers. Now, just to be clear, 20 to 40 submissions means either you or your agent are sending in your materials between 20 and 40 times each month. And 2 to 4 auditions per month means you're hearing back from production saying, hey, we like what you submitted. Can you do these lines? Can you send us a self-tape? And you're doing that 2 to 4 times. And then you're booking one thing, again, every 2 to 3 months. For many actors, if they're getting lower numbers than that, it's going to really feel not good at all, basically. You're going to wonder whether you're good enough, or if casting just doesn't like anything that you're submitting. You might start to blame your looks or your age or your headshots or reel. You might start to lose confidence and then even put less effort into submitting yourself for things. Remember that these numbers are not the numbers to aim for. These are sort of the floor. These should be the minimum of what you're hitting. Okay? If you're hitting less than that, don't feel bad. That doesn't mean that everything is over. It just means, again, that something is off, and you should kind of tweak things or figure out a way to either submit yourself more, or what do I need to change in my materials and make my profile stronger and stuff to get more auditions? Or if I'm not booking much, how can I improve my auditioning ability to start actually booking more, right? And with the right tweaks, you can actually get significantly higher than those numbers, right? You could be submitting yourself to like even more than 40 auditions per month. But even if you submitted to that same 20 to 40 auditions, if you're submitting that much, by just tweaking the things in your profile, you could be getting between 6 and 12 auditions every single month. And you could be getting between 2 and 4 bookings every single month. And this is, again, all while still only submitting, or if you have an agent, being submitted between 20 and 40 times per month. And again, that's about 5 to 10 submissions per week. There's plenty of things that could be causing you to not hit those numbers, right? Including submitting to the wrong kinds of projects, having weak materials like your headshot or your reel isn't sending the right message. And of course, there's plenty of other things like, not writing good stuff in your cover letter or your submissions notes. So what do you do instead? Well, first off, you need to track your numbers. Okay, you need to actually figure these numbers out. How many submissions are you sending in each month on average? Is it 5 to 10 a month? Is it 10 to 20? Or is it that ideal range of 20 to 40? Or is it more than that? If it's more, that's awesome. Then what you want to do is count how many auditions you actually got, or how many like self-tape invites you got. And then finally, you want to count how many of them turned into bookings, or at least callbacks if you're not getting bookings. A callback is a good sign. And what you want to do then is figure out the ratio, okay? So you should be at minimum aiming for 10% in each. So for every 10 projects that you submit yourself to, you should be getting one that turns into a self-tape or audition. And for every 10 self-tapes or auditions, you should be booked one time. Again, if your numbers are worse than that, you'll at least be able to identify where the breakdown is, and you can focus specifically on fixing that. Now, do you need help figuring out what to fix? I would love to chat with you. You can book a free discovery call with me, and we'll sit down and break down your numbers and create a clear plan to improve them very fast. Once you know your numbers, you can stop guessing and you can start growing. More auditions will give you more practice, which leads to more confidence and better self-tapes, and that leads to even more bookings. And then higher bookings means that it's easier to get an agent, you'll build a reel faster, and you'll start getting taken seriously by bigger casting directors who have bigger roles to offer you. So if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, we can greatly improve your numbers and get you those bigger long-term goals. You can learn more about how my coaching program works on my website, martinbenson.com. That's MartinBenTsen. I'd love to speak with you, and we'll see if you'd be a good fit for the coaching program. I look forward to working with you.